we actually met at a grocery store. And we met in church, but because we went to the same church, but the initial hello happened at a grocery store. And so Broderick was at the grocery store with Joseph, and I was at the grocery store with my roommate. And we're walking up, and Broderick's like, "Hey, Lisa, what you doing in the grocery store?" I'm like, "What you doing here?" And I saw Joseph. And I'm blushing. That's like 25 years ago. Usually, I give hugs. I could not hug Joseph.
Yes.
I just stood there like this crazy girl like this.
Did the same thing too.
Yeah.
I was like just frozen, and I thought, I have to get to know her. I got to go out with her. I must do it.
My roommate, she was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I said, "That guy's gonna be my husband." And she's like, "You are so crazy." I said, "No, I know it. He's gonna be my husband." Yeah, I believe it was love at first sight.
I did find her after church one day, and I walked up to her and just asked her, and I said, and I called her by her whole name at that time, Lisa Matthews. I said, "Hi, Lisa Matthews." Don't know why I did that, just one of those goofy things too. And then just, talking to her, I said, "Hey, I'd like to take you out." And so just went out on a date, and I knew, and what she got me was at the end of the date, and I'm gonna say this, at the end of the day, she said, "You know what?" She said, "I don't like people calling you Joe."
Because they called him Joe.
I like Joseph. And here's what Joseph means to me.
Oh, yeah.
And she started telling me what Joseph meant to her, and this is our first date. And so then I had to go to work after. I just floated my way to work and floated. I don't know how I got there. I did how I walked around it. I just floated the entire day. And I just thought, there's something special about her. It probably was maybe no more than a couple of months into dating that I knew, no, this is the one. This is it. I'm over and done with. I'm finished. This is the one. This is the one I want to spend the rest of my life with.
It took a couple of months, and I was a single mom at the time, and Joseph became my son, Julian's big brother. He would come and get him and take him out to big brother outings. So even during that time, I kept my emotions and feelings back because I'm like, you know what, he's really developing a friendship with my son. That was very important, that my son really liked Joseph a lot, that he approved of Joseph as a person, and he fell in love with Joseph. He loved Joseph. He was happy about it. And so that's when Joseph and I decided, okay, we can do something with this. We can go farther with this. But having my son approve of everything was very important to me. I was born with scarred kidneys. My kidneys were underdeveloped as a baby and when I came in the world. And when I was 7, doctors told my mom that she will eventually need a kidney transplant. So I was always in and out the hospital. Okay, now I'm gonna get emotional now. It's like this emotional part. When Joseph met me, I was sick. And I was sick and a single mom. So I was like, any of the prospects. Joseph would take me on dates. Sometimes I would get sick and take me to the ER. And he would sit in the ER for 10 hours with me. So we started off our relationship with me being ill. And then when we got married, it just got worse and worse over time. We had our son together, Tyler, and I was on bed rest for the whole entire pregnancy. I almost died at 6 months with him. And my kidneys, after I had Tyler, my kidneys completely, that was it. 7 years after I had my son, they were done. And I was in the hospital and was unconscious for 3 days. And the doctors told my husband, we can't do anything for her, and he was planning to be a single dad.
My concern was one day getting a call at work and them telling me I need to go sit down somewhere and that Lisa is not coming home, that she's gone. I was off of my blood type and thought it was a way different blood type. That's why I was like, I can't get tested. I know I'm not the right blood type, not the match. Ended up finding out from the Red Cross, and I was floating, hit the ceiling at the same time. Did both at the same time, like, I can't believe this. And just called Emory and really started the process. And I saw the time because I saw where a lot of Lisa's life force was leaving her, and I really thought, time is of the essence. We can't move slowly on this. As soon as I found out that I was a match, let's do it. There was not a doubt in my mind. For us to have that much connection and to be that much of a match, for me to be able to give a kidney to her, that's just unbelievable. Yeah. It's amazing. Total miracle.
When we went into surgery, Emory, I have to give out, Emory University is amazing transplant. And my doctor was Dr. Larson, incredible doctor. And he said as soon as he attached Joseph's kidney to my body, he was like, it worked immediately. And usually it doesn't work immediately. He said it started working immediately. It blew all the Emory staff that was in my room away. And after the surgery, he is coming down, like he's on one side of the hospital, I'm on the other side of the hospital, because here's the transplant people and then the donors are over there. And he's coming down in his cute little hospital robe with an IV and a nurse, and he's barely walking into my room. And I say, "What are you doing here?" And what did you say?
Oh, I said, "What about us having a date?"
He's like, "I'm here for us to have a date." And when we sat and we drank apple juices and had graham crackers.
A pitiful date, but nonetheless, it was a great date.
It wasn't one of your fancier dates. It was really awesome. Every year, Joseph and I write out our goals for the year. And we have 2 pieces of paper, we'll write them out, and we'll talk and we'll write them out. And then the next year, we'll look at them and say, okay, what came true? What are our dreams and goals that happened? And then the year that Joseph gave me his kidney, which was in 2008, 2009 comes, and we are exchanging papers, here's our dreams and our goals, see what happens. And I look on Joseph's, and he didn't tell me this the year prior. I look on my husband, and at the top of his list, he says, "God, let me be the one that saves Lisa's life." And I had no idea that he had written that. He said, "I always wanted to be the one to save your life." And that, to this day, that gets me. That's what it was before anyone even spoke to him. He spoke that in himself, to be the one to save my life. He always, when we first started dating, he's always said to me, "You're my princess."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he became my knight in shining armor, and he saved my life.
We've grown together. Mm-hmm. I know that we've evolved together. Mm-hmm. We're in it together. Mm-hmm. And so marriage could have its challenges, but for me, love is easy.
Yeah.
It really is. Love is easy, and it's easy to love Lisa, and it's us, and it's going to be us two together forever.
That's right.